The Owl House, one of my personal favorite shows. From amazing storytelling, beautiful animation, and even the creator of Gravity Falls himself, Alex Hirsch, as a voice actor of a main character. Before watching this video, I'd highly suggest watching The Owl House before this, so you won't ruin the show for yourself. The show is amazing, and it's best experience going in blind. You have been warned. The episode begins with a teenage girl named Luce who is giving one hell of a book report to her mom and her principal that involves real-life snakes. The principal says that her awesome book report is the reason why she's even in the principal's office to begin with. And there's also this.
Oh, Happy Dagger, give me death!
Yeah! Kids show! Luce's mom tells her that she loves her creativity, but it's getting out of hand, and that if she continues, that she'll have to go to a place called Reality Check Summer Camp. Think inside the box. Luce then says that she promises no more weirdness, and then immediately after, this happens.
No more weirdness! That doesn't count, right?
Later, Luce waits for the bus to go to summer camp, and her mom tells her that she should try to make friends there. Luce responds with throwing her book in the trash and says goodbye to her mom, who has to go to work. After her mom leaves, she digs through the trash looking for her book to see that it's not there. She looks up and sees an owl carrying a bag, a bunch of stuff in it, one of them being Luce's book. The owl starts to fly away towards an abandoned house, and Luce follows. See? Owl? House? Luce follows the owl inside the house, and the door slams shut, and a yellow glow can be seen flashing from inside the house. Now, this is the best way to introduce Luce. It shows that she is the outcast of her school, and shows that she's a bit of the weird kid, which I can respect as a weird person myself. I guess that's why I relate so much to this show. Anyway, back to it. A wooden door with a yellow eye comes out of nowhere and opens, and out comes the owl and Luce behind it. Luce looks around the new room and picks up a lizard plushie with a baby head that has a hanger going through it and a fork for an arm. Oh my god, it moved! Kill it! Kill it with fire! Okay, now that that's over with, Luce hears a voice coming from the other side of a sheet and pulls it open to see a woman going through the bag that the owl was holding and pulls out a few items. One of them being Luce's book. The woman says, "This'll make good kindling," and puts it underneath the candle, and starts to burn. Luce quickly grabs the book and starts to run back to the door when the door folds upwards and poofs out of existence. Luce turns back to see the woman holding a key with the same yellow eye on it. "You're not going anywhere," she says. Luce quickly goes underneath another sheet and runs out of the room. Sees a whole new world full of flying creatures, cannibal monsters, hat-wearing caterpillars. Luce backs up in fear and confusion and sees a fairy fly by, where this happens.
This is all a fantastical dream? Give me your skin!
Yep, time to get the flamethrower ready again. Luce gets caught by the woman, and then this happens.
If you're gonna eat my skin, just make it quick. Just do it now!
Eat you? Why would I eat a potential customer?
Yay! Capitalism! Here we are introduced to Ida the Witch, who has some crazy stuff for sale. Some of them items consist of a human foot full of holes, green human candy, a black shadow box that only reflects sadness, also known as a television. Luce laughs and puts 2 batteries in it and turns it on, where everyone wants to buy it. All I gotta say is those are some powerful double A's for just 2 of them to power that whole TV.
Busted!
It's then revealed that Ida is wanted for the misuse of magic with a reward of... wait, a gazillion dollars? Yeah, Disney? I found the owl lady. She's in that creepy house in the woods? What? What do you mean, kid show? Luce and Ida are about to get arrested, but Ida grabs her staff and hits the guard in the head, and they quickly get away. But not before some perfect Alex Hirsch comedy.
Won't get away with this, owl lady! Yeah, alright, you did. You got away with it. She got away with it, everybody!
Luz wants to go home, but Ida tells her that she's gonna need help first. They go back to Ida's house, aka the Owl House, where we get introduced to Hootie, who is literally the Owl House itself. They go inside I am not saying that. They go inside the Owl House, and we get introduced to Ida's roommate, the King of Demons himself.
Who dares intrude upon I, the
King of Demons!
They both ask if Luz could help them get King's crown back from the guard, so King could be turned back into the powerful demon he once was. Ida also tells Luz that she doesn't have a choice because they are her only way back to the human realm. They all head to the confirmatorium, a place for people who aren't suitable for the society that they live in, where Ida is also the most wanted person. Luz and King both enter the confirmatorium, where we are introduced to 3 prisoners, one being someone who writes fanfiction about food, another being a monster that eats its own eyes, and another one being a short girl who is addicted to conspiracy theories. The guard starts to walk down the hallway, and Luz quickly jumps inside of a jail cell and shuts the door behind her. The guard takes the conspiracy theorist girl and walks out the room. Luz gets out of the jail cell and tries to free the prisoners, but isn't strong enough to push the lever up. Ida joins back with Luz and King as they go to the contraband room, where there is a laser that only Luz can go through because she's human. As Luz sees King's crown, it's not as she thought it was. The crown is one of those crappy cardboard crowns that you would get at Burger Queen. Disney, I have no idea how you got away with this one. Luz and Ida have a heart-to-heart about how weirdos need to stick together. The guard comes out of nowhere and grabs King's crown and destroys it in front of him, and then cuts off Ida's head. Then asks
to go out with me.
What?
What?
Go, boss!
Ida says no, and then this happens.
I have no choice but to destroy.
Man, this guy is having a terrible day. He got hit in the head twice. He got rejected. It reminds me of my high school prom night all over again. They make a beeline right for the cells, and Luz lets the prisoners out with the help of Ida, while the guard is following close behind them. They crash the owl staff into a crater in the ground, where Ida gives Luz the key to the door and tells her to go home. Luz sees the prisoners that they let out just standing there and asks why they're just standing there. They respond with the guard always finds them and that there's no point, but Luz convinces them to fight the guard. Luz takes the final hit of the guard with the Act 3 close from her awesome book report from all the way back in the beginning of the episode.
Let her stay!
Animal. Ida agrees and says that she can stay here and learn how to become a witch, and gets her own room in the Owl House, where she lays on the floor and gets a text from her mom that asks, "How's summer camp going?" Luz texts her mom back, quote unquote, "I think I'm going to like it here." And then she goes to sleep, and that's the end of the first episode of the Owl House. This is an amazing start of the series, and I have nothing bad to say about it. This is an awesome start. It introduces the characters on day one, perfectly reflects the personalities throughout the entire thing, introduces the weird and wacky realm of the Boiling Isles, and with that being said, that was the first episode of Season 1 of the Owl House. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to make a video of every single episode, or just the important ones, so please leave a comment down below on what you think I should do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video and want to see more, like and subscribe. This is Dogman, over and out. Bye guys.